Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been wanting to film my everyday makeup for you guys for a couple of weeks now. I feel like I've been doing the same type of routine when I'm just doing my everyday makeup for a couple of months at least, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I'm actually just sitting down to get ready to do my makeup for the evening, so I thought it was the perfect time to film it for you. So if you guys want to see how I have been doing my makeup for my everyday glam recently, then just keep watching this video. So I've already got my skincare on from earlier this morning and it's still feeling nice and hydrated. So I think we're okay to just go straight in with foundation. I'm just gonna pull my hair out of my face here. For this type of look that I'm gonna do today, I like to have just a little bit more coverage. So depending on what I'm doing for the day will determine what type of foundation I'm choosing. So if I need my makeup to last for a really long time, I'll use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. If my skin's feeling dry, I'll use something more liquidy. If it's really hot outside, I'll use something more matte. A go-to foundation for me recently has been this one right here from Merit. This is the Merit Complexion Stick. I've been loving this since last summer. So I'm gonna go ahead with this one today. I have two different colors. I have cream and camel. Cream is too light for me right now, camel's too dark, so I'm gonna mix them together. And what I'm going to do is just take my foundation brush, because I do find that this foundation works best with a brush. And I'm gonna just go right onto the brush with the foundation and just mix it together on there. And then apply it straight to my skin. So this foundation gives such a beautiful coverage. It looks so lightweight and natural on the skin. Like, it really just looks like skin, but it really does give such good coverage for how natural it looks on the face. It's really beautiful. So I'm just gonna do a really light layer of this all over. I'm really gonna concentrate on buffing it into the skin. I had some pretty bad breakouts around my period last week, really like around my eyebrows and this guy over here. So we're gonna go in and conceal those later with an actual concealer. I don't like to pack the foundation on and then have it feel really heavy all over throughout the day. I would rather just do a light layer of foundation and then build up the coverage with concealer in the areas where I feel like I need extra coverage. So of course that's what we're gonna do today. Look how glowy and fresh that looks on my face. I'm in love. And then I finally got my hands on the Makeup Forever concealer. The Makeup Forever store was sold out, I feel like, the last two times that I went to pick it up. So I went last week and they had it. I got two. Well, one for me and one for my kit. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Self-Setting Concealer. I love this. Again, it's a product that just goes on so lightweight on the skin, but gives all the coverage that I'm looking for. I have mine in the shade 30, by the way. I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that in with my damp beauty blender. And this will just help kind of blend out any of the streakiness from the foundation brush as well. And then we need to set, and you guys already know what I'm gonna use, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. I'm gonna use shade number 1 to set underneath my eyes and then down the center of my face as well. And then I'm actually gonna take shade number 2 and I'm gonna set my entire face right now because it's like 30 plus degrees outside right now. It's super humid. It's really hot where I am. We're in the blows of summer and I just absolutely love it, but it's hot out there. And yeah, I just need a little bit of extra powder to get me through my days recently. So what I'm going to do is just take shade number 2 in the same powder and use that to set the rest of my face. Okay, lovely. So we're just gonna let that powder and that foundation kind of mingle because I want to go in with a cream bronzer. And yeah, I just want to give those products some time to get to know each other before we do that. So I'm gonna move over to my eyes. The eye makeup that I've been doing recently is so easy, but I've just been so in love with it. So of course I'm gonna start by priming my eyelids. Right now I'm using the Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. We're gonna put that all over the lid and kind of right up underneath the brow. I've been using this little Sigma brush recently to blend this out, the large shader E60, and I've really been liking it. I feel like it does such a good job of moving the product around, but not too much, if you know what I mean. If you guys want to check out any of the products that I talk about in today's video, I'm gonna have links to them all in the description box down below. I've been all about the one and done eyeshadows recently. This spring summer season, it's just been what I'm going for. It's so quick, it's so easy. So I have a few different shades that I reach for. Lots of times I'll come into the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette and I'll just take one of these like pinks or neutral colors and use that all over the lid. The palette that I've been using the most often for this one and done look is the ABHM Resi palette. So sad it's discontinued. These two colors right here, so New Yorker or New Yorker and OG, honestly to me they look exactly the same on the eye. I really don't know why they put them both in here, except for the fact that I know I'm gonna go through both of them because I love them so much. So maybe today I'll just mix the two together. Usually I just choose one or the other, and I'm going to add that on top of my lid all the way from the inner corner to the outer corner. I guess it's not that this palette was discontinued, but it was limited edition, I'm sure, when it came out. So once I've got that color down all over my lid, I'll just go in with the same brush that I applied it with without adding any extra product and just blend out the edges so it's nice and smoked out. And I do this all the way from this inner corner here to the outer corner. I just really want to saturate kind of my entire lid area with this shade. So I like to use a mixture of circular motions for blending and then windscreen wiper motions, as Charlotte Tilbury would say. Okay, and then on this outer edge, I am kind of creating a nice little triangular shape here, which you guys know if you watch my videos is how I like to just kind of pull out my eyeshadow looks. And then using the same brush, I'm using a MAC 217, but it's a super old one. So the bristles are like really small and short and fluffy, which means that I can use it on top, but also on the lower lash line. So I'm just gonna take this and run it underneath. And because this brush is on the fluffier side, it does give me a pretty dramatic lower lash line, but this color is so kind of natural and neutral that I feel like it works for an everyday look. Another great thing about having a more smoky lower lash line is that it kind of covers up if your concealer starts to crease under there. If you have fine lines around your eyes, it's a great hack. And then that's basically it for eyeshadow. I will sometimes just pop on mascara and do an inner corner highlight, but lots of the time I will also take my little MAC flat definer brush. This is a 212, and I'll dip it into one of the darker shades in the palette, so either the black or one of the dark browns. I think today, let's do this like really dark, deep, chocolatey brown. It's called Yugo. And I'm gonna use this to stamp on a little wing liner. Just so much quicker and easier and softer to do this with powder than to get out the gel liner. And then it's also really easy to clean up that wing. So I can just take a Q-tip and kind of run it along. Just kind of touch it up, get it looking how I want. I'm gonna give my lashes a nice curl, which actually is a step I've been skipping a ton lately. And then let's give a coat of mascara. So the mascara that I've just been rinsing, using non-stop all spring and summer, has been this guy right here from Merit. It's the Clean Lash Tubing Mascara. I love this. It does not smudge, it does not flake, it goes absolutely nowhere. And I've mentioned this before, but it's not my favorite, you know, look on the lashes, but I feel like because of how long wearing it is, it's just worth it for me. It's starting to run out, so the product inside is kind of drying out a lot more than when it was new and fresh. And I feel like I like the formula quite a bit better now that it's a little drier as well. I think I can just kind of build up the volume and get a little bit more separation with the formula dried out like this. I feel like most mascaras get better as they dry out. Do you guys ever notice that? And then to finish off my eyes, I like to just take a powder highlight. So this is Becca Champagne Pop, and I will use this to highlight the inner corner of my eye, and I just kind of bring it up onto my lid a teeny bit, kind of in the crease here, if you guys can see where I'm putting that, to add some nice brightness to that inner corner. And that's the eye look. It's so easy, it's so quick, but I just feel like pulled together and done. So now that our foundation and our powder has had some time to mingle, I'm gonna go in with a cream bronzer on top. So because it's summertime, I've been reaching for my Danessa Myricks Balm Contour. You don't need to only use this product in the summer, but I have mine in a deeper shade. So I have to kind of wait until this time of year to be able to use it and just not look like super crazy. Although I'm barely even tanned right now, so it's probably gonna even still feel a little too dark, but I definitely just put way too much of that on my brush. So I'm gonna tap some off on the back of my hand first and then go in with this. So I'm gonna add it to my forehead here, starting at the temples and then bringing it up into my hairline. And then give that a nice blend. I just love the finish of this product, the way it looks so glowy and balmy as the name suggests. And it blends so quickly and so easily into the skin and over top of powder. It takes a little bit more off the back of my hand here. And I'm gonna add this to the sides of my face as well. And because this is kind of a warmer product, it's not as cool toned, I'm not necessarily contouring with this, so I don't want to bring it too far down. I'm just going to use it to kind of warm up my face and give it a little bit more shape. So we're a little bit higher up on the cheekbone. And I'm just patting it in, I'm not swiping. Because we have that foundation and that powder and that concealer underneath, we don't want to move it around. So I'm just patting that product in. I might take whatever's left on the brush and just kind of run it down the sides of my nose. Next up, we're gonna do some cream blush. So if you guys saw my declutter, I mentioned that I wanna try and use this up this summer. So this is my Catherine Isabella Lovey Dovey brush. I don't think this brand exists anymore, but I love this blush and I wanna use it up before it goes off. So I'm just gonna take the butt of my beauty blender and dip it in there and then add that right on top of my cheek. I'm just building it up slowly in layers because I'm not sure how much I want. Some days I want to look really blushy. Some days I just want kind of a hint of color on my cheek. So just do really light layers. And because it's a cream, it just kind of disappears into the skin and it gives me the flexibility to build up the color slowly and just get it right to the point where I want it. I think that's probably pretty good. And then honestly guys, for the most part, I've been skipping highlighter. I know, who am I? But if I am gonna throw on a highlighter, another product that I've been trying to use up is this guy right here from the Carly Bible BH Cosmetics palette. This is my favorite highlighter ever, but I don't want to store this whole palette just for that one highlighter anymore. So I've been trying to go through this. So I'm gonna take some of that and just add it right to the tops of my cheekbone. And then last but not least, I'll throw something on my lips. So I've been more into like the sheer type of products recently. So today I'm gonna use this guy, the Merit Tinted Lip Oil in Marrakech. I love this. I am actually gonna line my lips a little bit though. This is Pink Venus lip liner from Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like it throws off my whole look if I don't have my lips lined. So the lip oil. This is the type of product that you need to touch up. So I just had to run and grab it from my bag because I always will pack it in my purse and bring it out with me for touch-ups. But it's so easy to just add it without needing a mirror or anything like that because of the applicator and the consistency of the product and stuff. Although having said that, I mentioned that in another video and one of my friends actually bought one of these in like a really dark color and she said she bought it because I said it was easy to apply without a mirror and she's like, I cannot apply it without a mirror, but I think it's just because she bought like a darker color. So I've also been using this Dior lip tattoo. It's like a tint. It's a really pretty like bluey pinky shade and I'll just put some of that on my lips and just blend it in with my finger. It's really nice and long wearing, but it's definitely more on the matte side. And then I've been rocking glosses a lot too. So I'll just do the lip liner and then put a lip gloss on top like this one from Charlotte Tilbury, Portobello Girl. I've been wearing that a lot. Oh my god, you guys, I almost finished the video and then I realized that my eyebrows aren't done. What a disaster. Okay, let's do my brows. It's really quick. I bought this brush recently when I was down in the States. It's the Brow Lift Applicator. I actually bought the e.l.f. dupe for the ABH Brow Freeze, but I haven't tried it out yet. I want to use it in a video for the first time. So I'm using the applicator because I really like it, but I'm using it in the ABH Brow Freeze, which I've been using for like 6 months or something now. So I always start with this, and I really like this applicator. I feel like it's the perfect amount of stiffness. And I like that it has a long handle because I feel like I can really get into my brow hairs with it. Before I was just using a little disposable mascara wand from my makeup kit, and yeah, I just feel like I can get the angle way better with this longer handle. So I go in with that and I brush all my brow hairs upwards. My brows so desperately need to be done. I'm booked in to have them done, but my brow girl only works like 2 weeks out of the month. So if I can't get in the 2 weeks that she's in, I have to wait like a whole month for them. So that appointment is coming up soon. I can't wait. And then I have the Merit brow gel, which is really natural. And probably not a product that I personally would buy again, but I do think it's a great product for you if you like a super natural look to your brows, or if you do go for that no makeup type of look every day. I kind of double dip. I go back into the container multiple times just to make sure I'm getting enough product on. And my brows are kind of as dark as I want them to be. Okay guys, so with that, we are all wrapped up. I feel like I kind of lost a little bit of this liner here, so we're gonna do some last looks and just kind of touch up anything that needs to be touched up. But once we're done with that, I can take my setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Really lock that all in. Every time I use, not every time, so often when I use setting spray on clients, they're like, whoa, you use so much. People say they just do like 1 or 2 squirts. Like, no, you can totally soak your face in it. You really want to like drench your face in that stuff. It feels so good too. Okay, and that's it, you guys. That is my everyday makeup look. It's so quick, it's so easy, and I feel like it's so effective. I've just been really loving doing my makeup this way recently. And like, I haven't stopped the video since I started filming, and it's been 33 minutes. And I've been talking this whole time, like showing you guys, so I can probably do that in probably around like 25 minutes, I'd say. So 25 minutes for a full face of makeup that's gonna last me for the whole day, I feel like is like a pretty solid number. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any video requests, please leave them in the comments down below. I have a few different makeup looks that have been requested to me recently, so I will add your request to my list, but I'm always looking for new videos to film. So if you have anything, let me know. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure you subscribe. If you wanna help us out over here, you can give us a thumbs up on this video. That's gonna help more people to see it too. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.